G'day guys, Duayne here from DPS Constructions. Today I wanted to give you a bit of a tip into why the cost of building can vary so much. So I'm actually standing on one of our current projects at the moment, and I wanted to give you an insight into why, or just one of the examples why the cost to build a custom home versus like a project type home can be so wildly different. So one of the things I'm going to talk to you today about is carpentry. So using a project home as an example, so when you go into one of these master plan housing estates and you deal with one of the big project builders that basically smash out hundreds if not thousands of the same type of house, the carpentry component of that build is very, very minimal. To give you an example, most project home builders would be paying their carpenters somewhere between $8,000 and $12,000 to put a frame up. And the reason it can be that cheap is because it's so easy and efficient. They basically get pre-nailed frames delivered to site once the slab's down. The carpenters come in and they throw them up really, really quickly. And to give you a bit of an example of a time frame, on those types of projects, the carpenters can basically come in, throw up the frames, all the walls, internal and external, put all the roof trusses on, and basically get the house ready for a roof within a week, 5 to 6 days maximum. When you get to a custom home like the one I'm standing in at the moment, and most renovations and custom home builds, the carpentry component is enormous. A lot of the times it can actually be 8 to 10% of the overall building cost. This particular home I'm standing in at the moment, we're already up to just under $70,000 worth of carpentry, and we've only just got the roof on. And if you're wondering why that cost is so much, is because it's so detailed. This particular job is a full renovation refurbishment as well as a large extension. Everything is made custom on site. We basically get packs of what us as builders called stick timber, which is just a lot of varying lengths of timber, which we then have to actually make on site. Every single piece of timber is cut individually, it's all sized, it's worked out, and then it's nailed together, bolted together on site. So to give you a time frame example on that, whereas before I spoke about a project home would generally be 5 to 6 days from start to getting a roof on, this particular job here, and look, at the end of the day, this is a large renovation project, but as a comparison, we have had between 3 and 6 carpenters on this site for nearly 5 months. So that's 5 months worth of labor for those guys to get it to a stage where we're now ready to get the new roof on. That's an example of how you can have so much difference in the cost of builders and the cost between a project home and a custom home.